Have you ever looked closely at a plug before pushing it into a wall socket and noticed a small hole punched through each metal prong? You have handled hundreds of plugs and almost certainly never asked what the hole is for because it looks too small to matter. There is no single, settled answer that everyone in the electrical industry agrees on, and that lack of consensus across more than a century of mass production is itself the interesting part of this story. The earliest documented patent referencing the hole dates to 1904, filed by an inventor improving electrical connectors. The patent describes the hole as a way for a spring-loaded detent inside certain sockets to click into place, gripping the prong firmly enough that the plug would not work loose from vibration. This was the original, documented purpose, and sockets built specifically to use this detent mechanism did exist commercially for a period before falling out of favor. But here's the surprising truth. That mechanism never became universal, and yet the hole did. Decades after detent sockets largely disappeared from common use, the hole remained standard on plug manufacturing across multiple countries, which means the feature outlived the specific design problem it was created to solve and acquired several new, unrelated justifications along the way. Think of it like a button on a jacket sleeve that no longer fastens to anything. The button stayed because removing it would have meant redesigning the sleeve, while keeping it cost nothing and occasionally turned out to be useful for something its original tailor never imagined. One competing theory holds that the hole exists for manufacturing efficiency. During production, partially finished plugs are often threaded onto a wire for transport between machining stations and for plating in a chemical bath that coats the prongs in a conductive finish. A hole allows a batch of prongs to be strung on a single rod and processed simultaneously, rather than handled individually, a genuine efficiency gain at industrial volume. A second theory, advanced more recently, concerns safety rather than manufacturing. Some modern locking power strips and child-proof outlet covers use a small pin or tab that passes through the prong hole specifically to prevent a plug from being removed accidentally, or to allow a padlock-style mechanism to secure equipment in place in commercial and industrial settings, where unauthorized disconnection would be a genuine hazard. So, if these explanations are all plausible and all at least partly documented, why has no single authoritative reason ever been settled on? The answer, as is often the case with century-old design features, comes down to the gap between why something was originally patented and what it has been quietly repurposed for ever since. The hole began as a solution to one specific mechanical problem in 1904. It survived because removing it from manufacturing tooling cost more than leaving it in, and across the following century, 3 or 4 separate industries each found their own legitimate use for the same small gap in the metal, none of which required coordinating with the others or settling on a single official explanation. So, the next time you notice the small hole in a plug prong before pushing it into the wall, you are looking at a feature whose original purpose mostly disappeared, propped up since by at least 3 unrelated industries that each found their own reason to keep punching the exact same hole into the exact same place.